Okay, good evening. This is Professor Ronald Phillips. It is Sunday night, March 30th. This is the introduction video to MAN 3025, Organizational Behavior. I want to go over a couple things, give you a basic introduction and overview of what you'll be dealing with for the next semester. Basically introduce myself, tell you a little bit about my background and experience. The course expectations for Kaiser University, for those of you who haven't had a course with Kaiser yet, or if this is your first online course. A little bit about the course expectations as far as organizational behavior in this particular class. And a few tips for getting through the course unscathed. And a couple things about our class live sessions, which will be on Monday nights at 7 o'clock. And then some contact information. All in all, this should probably run about 10-15 minutes or so. To begin, to introduce myself, I've been a college professor for about 15-16 years now. I have a bachelor's degree in business from Seton Hall University in South Orange, New Jersey, an MBA from Boston College in Boston, Chestnut Hill, another MBA from Florida Atlantic University in Boca Raton, Florida. I have been teaching for the past 15 years. I started at Horry Georgetown Technical College in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I've taught at Pellissippi State College at Knoxville, Tennessee, which is a division of the University of Tennessee in Knoxville, and here at Kaiser for the past 5 years. I've been in the corporate community for 32 years now. Currently, I'm an executive with the Ricoh Corporation, which is a Japanese-based company with operations here in the United States. We've got about 36,000 people. I handle the government entities here in South Florida for the Ricoh Corporation. So you're getting some first-hand experience as far as business. Ricoh is still sort of my full-time job. I keep my hands in that, obviously, for the finances and the compensation package. But what we're going to be talking about is real-world applications and things that you're going to see in the business community every day. You're going to get a very good history of background as far as organizational behavior. I've been teaching this particular class for about 7 years now, and it changes like everything. It's dynamic, but the current topics and the principles pretty much stay the same as they've been. The course experience here at Kaiser, if you just started with us, or if this is your first online course, we take a 12-week college course semester and we cram it into basically 4 weeks. There's a lot of information coming at you. There's a very intense and concentrated program, and there's a lot squeezed into the next 4 weeks. The beauty of an online class is you've got a lot of flexibility. You can work whenever you want. However, there are some guidelines that we enforce as far as the number of times you have to log in during the course of the week, etc. As far as the course itself goes, organizational behavior, in week 4 we're going to talk about the realistic job preview as it applies to business today. So I want to give you a realistic course preview going into organizational behavior. This is a 3,000 level course, which is an middle to upper scale undergraduate course. This is not an intro course. It's not a principles course. We're going to move at a pretty good clip. We're going to throw a lot of information at you. You're going to have a lot of work for the next 4 weeks. And I'm not being negative. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to be realistic and let you know what you're up against. The book, Organizational Behavior, by Nelson and Quick, we're going to go over 17 of the 19 chapters, and we're going to cover them very, very thoroughly. As far as the topics, they're going to be challenging. They're going to be current. They're going on in business right now. There's a fair amount of work to do as far as the discussion threads. The course paper, you'll have a paper and a project. At the end of the class, you will have a case study every week. You will have several review questions every week that come straight out of the textbook. And it's going to be a fair amount of work. I want to be very, very down to earth and realistic with you as far as the expectations go. Some of the tips for getting through the course unscathed, Number one, and I'll go over this a lot more tomorrow night, follow directions. I give you some very, very straightforward advice and directions in the course. Follow them. Do what I tell you to do. If I tell you not to involve certain topics in the week 3 discussion on Donald Trump, such as his TV show or his personality or his politics, don't involve them. Don't go there. I'm going to give you some very straightforward direction in the class live, the Kaiser Live classes every week on Monday night. They go from 7 to 8 o'clock every Monday night. If you cannot access the course on Monday night, if it's impossible, if you're working, I understand that, but the onus is on you to make sure you watch the recording as soon as possible thereafter. We go through a lot of information that's very, very critical to the course, and if you try getting through the course without viewing the Kaiser Live, it's not going to fare very well for you. Course conceptual material. I'm going to talk about course conceptual material all semester long. Course conceptual material comes from 3 sources. Number 1, it comes from your textbook. Number 2, it comes from the Kaiser Live classes every night on Monday night. And number 3, it comes from the other cases and the videos that I assign you. Very, very often in business and business courses, students tend to relate their own personal experiences in business. This is not therapy. This is a business course. So I'm going to tell you very straightforward personal experiences, life experiences, business experiences. If you have an axe to grind, if there's something that bothers you about business, this is not the forum to air it. I don't mean to sound insensitive. It's not that I don't care. It's just not relevant. And since we only have 4 weeks to go through and keep this thing moving along at a good clip, don't stray off the path. Keep everything relevant to course conceptual material. That's how you're going to be graded. Your discussion posts, I'll go over that tomorrow night as far as the parameters go, but your discussion posts should all reflect course conceptual material. Everything you write, everything you print, everything you post, everything you submit is going to be graded on how much of the information you're getting out of the textbook and the Kaiser Live class. I don't know how else to put it. So again, keep the life experiences to a minimum. If there's something particular that strikes a chord with you, if you have an aha moment of something that you saw in your business career and it ties in with the information, be very judicious about using it, but make sure you back it up with support from the course material. The class lives will be Monday night at 7 o'clock. I usually log on a little bit early. I'll log on about 6:30, 6:45 or so. If somebody wants to have a class live conversation and office hours with me, it's a great time to do it. We don't start the recording till 7 o'clock, and everything just is basically between you and I. If you have a camera, it helps move things along a little bit faster. If you have a microphone, it helps things move along a little bit faster. Otherwise, you have to type in everything in the chat boxes. Last but not least, on the home page, there are several announcements regarding plagiarism, regarding emails. I advise you read them. They're very, very pointed, and they're very to the particular germane issue of this case. The email, if you have a Kaiser email, you are to correspond with me through your Kaiser email. Don't send me emails from your Google account, or your AOL account, or your Gmail account, or your MSN account, and that's a Kaiser rule. It's not mine. I'm not trying to be a hard-nosed about this, but I will respond once to it. I will tell you to use your Kaiser email, and that's it. I won't respond to them again. It has to do with viruses and things, so please use your Kaiser email. If it's not set up, or if you're having trouble with it, please contact Kaiser Help Desk. The class live and the course recordings are available usually about 10 or 15 minutes after they close on Monday night. So if you work Monday night up until 8 o'clock and you can't make the 7 to 8 class, somewhere around 8:15 or so on Monday night you should be able to access it. Anything else, please feel free to send me an email or drop me a line. My telephone number is posted on the home page as well. I do accept texts on that. Usually I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. If I don't respond at that particular moment, I might be in a meeting or somewhere else, but I will get back to you clearly within a 24-hour period. I will see everyone tomorrow night, Monday night at 7 o'clock, and I hope you enjoy the course.